Okay, with most UFC events, I just go through the main event card. Now, with this one, the Condit Hendricks fight. Condit took some tremendous shots from Hendricks, and Hendricks just could not finish him. He did a good job when it came to takedowns. He just, Hendricks some great takedowns and just could not seem to finish off Condit. Condit hit some amazing knees and pretty stiff shots on Hendricks, and at the same time just could not finish him either. So the fight went the distance, and Hendricks got the victory. So George St-Pierre and Diaz. In this fight, almost half of it was spent on the ground, predominantly with George St-Pierre pretty much on top of Nick and just controlling the whole fight, but not really doing any damage. Diaz on the bottom was constantly trying to go for different sorts of submissions, went for the Kimura a lot, and just could not seem to lock it in on George. They did a very, very light amount of stand-up. You can tell that Diaz really wanted to do the stand-up and just throw with George. They did some of that in the third round. And you could tell that if it would have kept on going, Diaz pretty easily could have become champion. But he had very little defense when it came to George's takedowns. It was a George St-Pierre fight. He controlled it, he kept him on the ground. He didn't really seem to be able to finish him. And then when it was done, he was still champion, and he pretty much owned him physically. He didn't quite get the finish that he really wanted. He didn't stop him. He didn't knock him out. Didn't get him to submit. And at the end, Nick again kind of feigned the fact that he might retire from mixed martial arts. All in all, the two main events were decent. A lot of the undercard, the majority of it, went to decision. There was another welterweight fight, and their names are escaping me currently, where it was two guys with heavy hands, and when you watch it in slow motion, it's a fast mugging. When you watch it at full speed, it looks like a dude getting beat on by the Flash.